Happy Sunday moment. Welcome to another moment of harmony. Let me just get us a little bit situated because I feel like this is all off. Welcome. Thank you everyone for joining me today for another Sunday moment. It has been a crazy morning for me. I am in the middle of moving yet again, and getting everything situated for myself and the family. But I was like, I gotta get on and I have to do this moment today. I gotta make sure we're all still engaging. I have to make sure we understand that we have to prioritize our moments no matter what comes our way, no matter what is in our way. We have to make sure that we take a moment for ourselves. So welcome to a Sunday moment with harmony, with a moment of harmony. And I hope that we have a very beautiful and positive exchange today that really helps us get through everything that we have going on. If you are streaming live, you're here with me live, you're not on one of the playbacks, and you live in the DMV area, it is rainy, it is gray, it is sluggish, it's all outside. So imagine moving and getting all yourself situated and all of that. I need y'all today. I need y'all today. Okay, I need all your love. I need all your energy. I need all your support. So I needed to tune into you all today. And I have some wonderful things I want to remind us about. And I have some wonderful just we have a good declaration ahead of us, and I just really was like, yeah, we need this declaration. It is so in alignment, as they always are, with all that we have going on and all that we're dealing with. Peace, love. I know, look at you here. Yes, it is a surely divine alignment. You know, I believe that's the case. So thank you for being here. I love you. Miss seeing your face in your comments. So we're gonna have a great day. With that being said, before we get into our declaration today, I want to remind everyone. I feel like I want to move this again, y'all. Be patient with me. I feel like my angles are so strange. I want to remind everyone that we are going into May 1, which May 21st is our Know Thyself Community Workshop presented by Moment of Harmony. And we are going to be checking back in since our prayer and purge in January, checking back in with one another, seeing where our spirits are. Have we done our homework? Have we moved into the directions that we declared in the beginning of the year? What type of support and information do we further need to gather ourselves and further get, where we're going? So I'm so excited about that. May the 21st, $20 for registration. Get your registrations in. Reserve your space in the place. We are going to be doing more work. I know you will be. I know you will be, Mama. So reserve your space. We are so excited about that, and getting some real work done before the summer gets here and all the seasons start to change, and before you know, we're upon a brand new year. Y'all know how it goes. The older we get, how it flows. So I'm excited. I'm excited about moving towards it. Know Thyself Community Workshop, $20 registration. DM me, text, get your name on that roster, because I want to connect with you and see where it is you've been, where it is you're going, okay? All right. Today's declaration session, our healing session in the series, A Moment of Harmony. We are in a declaration. We started out very long time ago with we were doing an affirmation. Our very first series was an affirmation series, and we did a matter of moments. We did a praise break, and then we moved into a declaration series. And here we are in our whole declaration series, giving these, not only declaring these things over our lives and fortifying our desires and our wishes, are the commands, but we're thoroughly understanding them in order to implement them and have them be practical declarations, ways for us to not only want but to do, ways for us to not only insist but to implement. Ashe declaration, right? So this week's declaration is, I have faith. I declare myself, let's do the whole thing. I declare myself in faith with my pace. I declare myself in faith with my pace. Y'all, this is a good one. When change is happening, when we are, like we are saying, intentionally setting ourselves to grow, to understand, to be more complete and more comprehensive when it comes to our existence, we have to understand that how we grow, where we grow, when we grow, who we grow with, all these things really matter. So we have to say, I declare myself in faith with my pace. Everyone grows in different dynamics. Everyone grows in different directions. Everyone's foundation is different. The seed, the water, the sun, everything hits everyone differently and grows them differently. And in order for us to reach the heights that we're declaring for ourselves, the heights that we are waking up in the morning and moving towards, we have to be able to say, I declare myself in faith with my pace. My pace, my motion, my dreams, my focus, my direction. This is saying that my direction matters to me. My direction, I understand is unique to me. I understand that my direction is customized for my purpose, for my gains, for my blessings, for my wins. I declare myself in alignment with this. I have faith in my direction. I have patience with my direction. I have vision with my direction. I have a personal connection, obligation, accountability, and responsibility to my direction. I declare myself in faith with my pace. I declare myself in faith with my pace. We got 3 places we're going to go today with this declaration. We're going to talk about in being in faith and alignment with our direction. How do we know when to slow down? Where we're going, how we're going, the vehicle or what we're using to get where we're going. How do we know when to speed it up? How do we know when to have great ambition? How do we know when to give great effort, the great sacrifices? And then how do we know when to let it be? How do we know when to just let the pace of which we are moving? How do we know? Y'all, I'm going to move this just a little bit. I know I hate when I got to redirect so much when I'm live, but I got to get all crisscross applesauce. I got to get all into my, I just can get better into my groove when I'm feeling my alignment a certain way. So I said, look, I can't get into my position, right? If this thing is so far away. So I need to be able to reach it and my feet aren't going to be on the floor. So thank y'all for that. Thank y'all for that mercy. But what was I saying? So we're going to go into these 3 areas of more than just declaring ourselves in faith with our pace, but again, step by step, moment by moment, movement by movement, understanding how we're going to be in faith with our pace. How do we navigate our pace? How do we sit in reflection with the pace that we're moving in and making sure that we are not allowing fear and trauma or greed or any other low vibrational energy. How are we making sure we're not allowing that to interfere with our pace? We cannot have faith with anything we aren't certain about. We can't have faith with anything we aren't comfortable with. So I want us to talk about getting more comfortable with our pace, more in alignment with our direction, more at peace with our pace. I'm at peace with my pace. I want us to be there when we wake up in the morning and we're planning out our day. We're heading to work and to school and to, tending to children and friends and family members and all the things that we have to do as beings, human beings being human. I want us to be able to say, how are we at peace with our pace? How are we at peace at how quickly we graduate, or how soon we get married, or how long we stay single, or how often, we do A, B, C, or D? The pace. We want to be at peace with the pace. We want to have faith. I declare myself in faith with my pace. When we begin to get into a spirit of comparison, I declare myself in faith with my pace. When we begin to get into a spirit of restlessness and impatience, I declare myself in faith with my pace. When we begin to get into the people pleasing, the criticism, the judgment of others, we find ourselves falling victim to it. We find ourselves being influenced by external forces, and we're just saying, I should do this, I should have this, I should be this person by now. Or you have the influence of others and their desires. You know, people that you love and that you care about, and they're saying the clock is ticking, or when are you gonna have a baby, or I want this from you. I want this to be like this now. Your boss, your mate, this is what I want. This is what I think your next direction should be. I want us to be able to say, pause. Pause for the cause of harmony. Pause for the cause of Charmonique. Pause for the cause of Neona. Pause. Pause for the cause. I want us to say, wait a second. I declare myself in faith with my pace. How I'm moving, the time it's taking me, the places it's taking me, the development that's happening, I am in faith with it. I am understanding that what's going to be required for you to do your job and your purpose and your operation is not what's going to be required for me. We're going to get split up in these classes. I'm going to go group A, you're going to go to group B, they're going to go to group C. We're not all going to be in the same place at the same time. We don't all have the same needs. And most importantly, we definitely don't all have the same purpose. We should be cohesive. We should be collective. We should be in unison. We should be able to work together. We are beings of connection. We must work in harmony, but we must not work in uniform, or we must not work identically. Harmony is not identically. And therefore, I must know, groom, nurture, and have faith in my own pace, in my own direction, in my own time, in my own blossoming, in my own becoming. And again, life, the creator, the universe is going to require me, send message to me, send assignment to me to speed that thing up sometimes. Get up off your booty. Put some things in motion. Be ambitious. Be action oriented. Sometimes the universe will say just that, will send just that message. And sometimes the universe says, slow this down, reflect, think, be still. Analyze, visualize. That will happen. And then sometimes the universe will say, let it be. Put your hands up, have faith, let the works that we've been putting in work do what it do. Y'all, excuse me 1 second, Mommy Mercy. Kingdom, absolute silence. Absolute silence. So sorry about that. He's ignoring all my little clapping and my little side eyes. So Mommy Mercy. Every time I allow them, they always talk like, Mom, I can stay while you do your moment, and I'll be quiet, and then you won't even know I'm here. When I tell you, every time I fall for that, I get an interrupted moment. Every time. The little gadgets, little noise, little asking. Y'all remember when Beautiful was trying to be in my moment? Like, let me say hi like I'm on a FaceTime. Mommy Mercy, y'all. Mommy Mercy. At faith, I declare myself in faith with my pace of when I am getting my own studio and when I put clothes on and leave the house to do my moment with my backdrop and all my special technologies and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm in pace with it. Ashe, 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 ashe. So, yes. But the universe will tell us. The universe shows us. The universe urges us. The universe pushes us. The creator ignites in us the motion, what to do, when to do, how to do it. But because we don't have faith in our pace, Ashe, because we don't have faith in where the direction that we is, or the direction that we are moving in, because we are operating lots of times in fear or in a lackluster or in a place of desperation. We don't always have clear connection. So I want us to be able to really be able to have connection and hone into those conversations with the Creator, hone into those conversations with self, because it's all one. Ji and Yame, right? We spoke about that in the last moment. Ji and Yame. Being able to say, I am in unison with self, and I understand that what's required of me in my pace is that right now I should move. I should take a risk. Right now is the time to take action. Right now is the time to make a call. Right now is the time to have a meeting, to have a conversation, to declare, to affirm, to confirm. I also, because my alignment knows, I also am aware that now is the time to be quiet. Now is the time to be in peace. Now is the time to be receptive. Now is the time to be quiet and to hear. Now is the time to be present, quietly, receptively, perspectively. I'm understanding this is a slowing down time. This is a time for rest. My seasons, I'm understanding my seasons. I trust my pace when I better understand my season. When I understand the reason for the season. When I understand the assignment behind my season. I am then not. When you know what you are here for, when you know the reason you exist, as you're learning it, as you're growing it, and those lessons come from learning stuff. There is no direction towards why am I here. There is, again, we're talking from the inside out. We're talking from the beingness, the inner universe towards the outer universe. We're saying that when you know your purpose, your pace, your perspective on your pace changes. I can't go out and just get this husband right away. If my purpose is dynamic, my purpose is to change the world. My purpose is to heal and illuminate divinity in mankind. This is a big purpose. This purpose will take me on a long journey. This is why surgeons and doctors and lawyers go to school longer than some other professions, right? And because what's required of them will take a technique. What's required of them will take a certain skill. It will take a certain perfection of skill and occupation. When the Creator has a great and large ask for you, your journey shifts. Your journey will be tailored to that ask. And your skill set, it will take a perfecting of your skill. So you will be like, well, why do I have to deal with certain things? Why is my reality this certain way? Why couldn't I have, parents? Or why couldn't I have? These are some questions I have. Why couldn't I see people with regular lives and regular existences and regular interactions? And it's saying, you have to have faith in your pace. When you are seeking guidance, when you are seeking counsel, when you are seeking connection, when you are seeking understanding, when you are seeking alignment, it will not come to you in the same ways that it comes to others who have a different assignment on their life. If your goal is going to be to show others, you first have to be shown, not given. If your assignment is going to be to deliver others, you are going to first have to be delivered. Not saved, not revered. You got to fall and be delivered. I'm saying that trusting your pace means having a pace perspective about your purpose. It means knowing that in this journey, I understand there's things I'm going to have to unleash, unpack, unfold in order to regroup, revise, and become. And my unpacking is going to look different. For that which was meant to be a nurturer, her journey, her walk is going to be one of creating a nurturer. There are people who are on a journey to creating a hero, to creating a game changer, to creating a scientist, to creating a spiritualist, to create. Everyone has a purpose. Your pace is in alignment to that. And I want you again to have pace perspective. I don't want you to say, oh, why couldn't I have had this experience? Or is it being so difficult when I'm seeing this person effortlessly do this? Or already have done that? When am I going to? Where am I going to? Trust your pace. First part. How do we know when we come into I am in faith or I declare myself in faith with my pace? How do we know that we are in a pace that is in alignment with where we need to go? I know that I am in pace when or how do I know when the creator is saying more so? I'm going to say more specifically our first point. How do I know when the creator is saying slow down? When you are in I don't want to say search. It's not searching. What is the word that I'm looking for? Pursuit. Bing. Thank you. Thank you, creator. When you are in pursuit of your dreams, of your healing, of your gathering, of your gaining, there are going to be times when the creator is saying, slow this thing down. Slow this train down. Pay attention. Focus. How do we know when those times are happening? How do we know when the creator is saying your pace for this season is slow and steady, not fast and ready? Or not even always full of, I'm not gonna say full of faith. We always want to be full of faith, but there are times when faith itself is all we need, meaning faith without the action. They don't teach us that part, but sometimes there's faith without the action. There is being still. But how do we know when the creator is saying, I don't want you to stop what you're doing. I just need you to be more cautious, more observant. And observant. I need you to be in the back seat of the trolley of your life. And I need you to just be slowing this thing down. When you are in pursuit of your dreams, your goals, your healing, your next level of self, and everything seems to be getting stalled. It seems like no matter how hard you work, how hard you move, you are in a slow motion, underwater, boxing underwater, in quicksand, not being able to but you are still getting your signs. You're on the right track. I don't know if those of you who are getting like deja vu, those of you that get dreams, those of you that are having prayers or synchronicities that make you be like, I know I'm on the right track. So why hasn't this happened yet? Why am I doing everything I should be doing? I'm praying, I'm fasting, I am taking heed. I am seeking self. Why is this thing not? And my motion seems like this tiny. That is the creator telling you that this is the motion for right now. Because even though you're moving in the direction that you're moving in, even though you're going where I want you to be going, there are parts of you still haven't spent time within yourself. So when those parts of you encounter some of these things I'm going to have you come face to face with, when this thing pops off, you're going to be stalled. And we think about our greats. We can think about our cultural greats, Malcolm X's and Harriet Tubman's. We also can think about our iconic greats, our pop culture greats, like the Whitney Houstons and Michael Jacksons and things like that. When you think about people who are considered phenomenons or who were able to do what was like you able to do these extraordinary things, have these great and wonderful talents, really be able to be a goat in their own right. You stop and you consider their downfall and their demises. And the thing is that in being able to know self, hear self, tune in and have faith with your pace when the world is telling you it's time to do this, it's time to be this person, it's now. Self tells you a different time. Almost always. Listen, anytime there's an external stimulator, anytime there's an external stimulator for when it's time to do something for you, you have not been listening to self, and that time is inaccurate. The only time you can trust, the only pace you can trust is internal timing, internal alarms, internal messaging. And you only can trust that when you've been in tune and doing your work and aligning with self, when you've been one with God. That's when you can trust what's happening. But if it is an external stuff, it's time for you to do this, it's time for you to do that, and the world is telling you it's time, your friends and families are telling you it's time, you have one or two things. You are not in tune with self, and they are giving you a time frame from an external perspective, which won't work for you. Or you have missed the signal of time for yourself because you're not in line, aligned, and you have bypassed the time, and now you're at a place of extreme. For example, you're in a relationship and it's been toxic and it's been tumultuous, and you have had the internal communication with, it is time for me to release this. It is time for me to evaluate this, when to slow down, when to speed up, when to let be. One of those signals have come and gone and you have missed it. So then you in a relationship with this person, pop you, lie to you, get you sick, hurts you, some traumatic pain, and you are just, oh my God, what? You have not been in faith with your pace because you have had the message of, it is time to speed this up, and you have not. It is time to sit still and observe and reflect in this. It is time to Sankofa in this situation. You have missed your turn. So one or two things, I say, mama, one of two things. You missed the signal and you have grown to a place of desperation and toxicity, and now you must act immediately, urgently. Or you got the signal and you or you haven't gotten your signal yet. That's what I want to say. You haven't heard it yet. And externally, someone is saying, oh, now it's time. No. Have the baby. Take the job. Take this ring. Go to this school. Attend this program. Go get this certification. Go. It's your time. Your anxiety, your fears, your frustrations. If you are in alignment with self, if you would just do the tuning in and the work with self, just like you're doing being here for a moment of harmony today. If you are right in alignment with self, you'll be able to take your breath. You'll have pace, perspective. You'll have faith in your pace, and you'll say, you know what? I'm in a healing space. And so now might not be the time to take on this endeavor, this new journey. Or you know what? I've been doing my work and I've been asking and manifesting, and now might be the perfect time to jump on this. The opportunity is here. It's speaking to me. I can feel it. I dreamt it. I can't get it out of my mind and my heart and out of my perspective in a way. It's time to go. Or I've done all that I can do. I have submitted everything that was required of me. I've done all my research. I was receptive. I was ambitious. I took action. I was I did it all, and now I'm going to sign it off to the universe. I'm signing it off to the Creator. I'm saying that that will be done. And I'm having faith that the pace of this unfolding, the blossoming, the growing of this seed, this will come because I have done my work. I have done my part. I listened and I was in faith with my pace. And I know that when this thing comes for me, when this dream comes true for me, when my moment of peace comes upon me, when my moment of relief and joy, when this chapter opens for me, I know that it is mine. I know that it is in divine time because I was in alignment with my time, with my pace. I know that when those that are looking to be pregnant, not myself, when that pregnancy stick says what you need it to say, when that person gets down on that knee and or when that person says I do, or that day of that wedding, when that job opportunity comes through, or that acceptance letter comes from that school, or that clearing of a diagnosis comes from the doctor, when that moment comes, and in faith with my pace means that I know that moment will come. The moment that is in alignment with my purpose. I didn't say I'm going to get into the school I've been praying for. I'm saying the moment that's in alignment with my purpose. All this time, I've been wanting to go to this school and do this thing. I tell people all the time, my childhood dreams, right? I know you guys have heard it on A Moment 1,000 times. I grew up in Georgia, and my whole dream was to be a Spelmanite, was to, go to Spelman, excel in Spelman, be top bar, top notch, magna cum laude, marry a Morehouse man, have all these college children in our big, beautiful Atlanta mansion, and be societal, what is it? Change the world, be socialites of changing the world and changing our community and da 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 da, right? There are so many, if I'm waiting on that opportunity, and I'm pacing my opportunity on vision or dream or fantasy, and I'm not going through the motions of my life. I'm not allowing myself to travel in real time with where the Creator is putting me. I will miss the opportunities that have been presented to me in this life. The blessings and when I think about who I am today, and I sit back and think like, what that girl, that college student that wasn't a teen mom, that didn't get divorced at a young age, that had not had to groom and grow herself in so many ways, that didn't run into spectacular revolutionaries who trained and taught her, who groomed and created this magnanimous, incredible force, or contributed to the creation of this magnanimous force. If I had this whole vision planned out, who would I be today? How would I save the world today? How can I connect with individuals in love and in life and in growth and in light and in triumph and in endurance if I had that vision? Because my purpose is there. But I am needing to be in alignment with it. I need to have faith in my pace. I have to have faith in my journey that the story that's being written is absolutely where I need to be. And that I navigate through these chapters by being tuned in. And that the next chapter will open as it should if I open as I should. And the next chapter will unfold as it might, as if I unfold as I might. And the next chapter will be as brilliant as can be if I just let be. And I just let myself be as brilliant as can be. And I stop halting and holding myself to the schedules and timings and expectations and criticisms and demands of others. So if the universe is saying you're on the right track, slow it down though. Because I want you to spend time in this season with yourself. There's a developing of you in this season with yourself that you don't want to miss. There is a getting to know. When I tell you guys, I keep saying it. I pray I'm coming out of it. I feel like I'm coming out of it. I'm on the tail end of it. I kind of feel like I'm out of it, but you know, um, I've been in one of the worst seasons of my whole life. And I want to say worse, like I'm complaining and it's hardest, conflictual, one of the most growing seasons. That's what I'll say. I've been in one of the most growing seasons of my life. I have seen myself in circumstances I would never imagine myself to be in. I have seen myself in operation in ways that I did not know I was truly capable of. And this is after. This is after my trainings and my groomings and my teachings and my understanding and seeking and finding and re-Africanized. This is after me feeling like, oh, I know who I am. I have arrived. I am. Child, got up into a season and saw myself differently, saw my vision differently, saw my needs differently, my pace perspective. This is why I couldn't immediately take off in this direction. Ashe, ashe, ashe. This is why this couldn't be successful right away. This is why, because who I became this season, y'all, the woman, the being, the goddess that was cultivated, what I learned about myself and about love and connection and growth and becoming, what I learned about ambition and dreams and conquering, what I learned about enduring, what I learned about giving and receiving, what I learned about my connections to others. The creators say, slow down. But why can't right now what I need? I'm praying that this is what I need. Let this come through. Disappointment after disappointment. Let this happen. Please help make this person, have this person call me. Make this person love me. Make this job accept me. Please, please have this happen right now. And the creator is saying, slow down. Because the person that you're going to meet in this season of becoming is going to make, when this thing pop off and it goes all the way you, when the dream does come true, it's going to become true because of who I'm working on within you right now. Have faith in your pace. Have time with yourself. When the creator is slowing it down, just, I have faith in my pace. I declare myself in faith with my pace. When the creator is saying, watch this. The people that you think, watch this. The circumstances that you know, watch this. The things that you're anchored to, watch this. Look at this. Feel this. Understand this. And then we'll speed this thing up. How do we know that? Next part. How do we know when the creator is saying speed it up? We already said when the creator says slow it down, slow it down. Now, how do we know when the creator is saying go get it? When the creator have removed your anchors, when the creator have removed your barriers, the creator is saying it's yours. Go now. Become. Speak up. Go after. Try. Take the risk. Do. When the creator, again, we talked about the slowing down and what that feels like, fighting underwater, running in quicksand. Things are happening, but oh my gosh, they won't take off. Then we know when the creator says let loose. Because all of a sudden the creator opens a door or a window and he starts to remove the weights from around your ankles and your waist that was training you. Has anyone ever worked out? Now I know this might be some 90s stuff. But back in the day, we would work out with weights, and my mom would do it a lot, work out with weights on her ankles, you know, little Velcro weights that you wrap around, and wrists, and sometimes she would have a big old sweaty thing on her waist, and work out with it. And it would she would get through the workout and it would slow her down, right? It'd be slowing her down because she got these weights and she's doing all these jumping jacks and all this 90s stuff. This some Jane Fonda stuff, y'all. But right, you got ankle weights. I didn't even know they still made those. But but working out with them slows you down. However, working out with them makes you stronger. If you've ever, so I don't have the weights. I do remember my mom having them, but I have hand weights. And when they'll have you do the working out, especially kickboxing with the hand weights, whoo, is it taking so much more out of you? That's your strengthening. But you'll know when the creator says it's time to move full force, because when you take those weights off and you start to do those same exercises, punch and jump jacks, things you couldn't do before. You were slow and then you trained with them with the weights on. Come on, y'all, I'm talking about seasons. You trained with them with the weights on. Then when the creator took the weights off, I declare myself in faith with my pace. When the creator took the weight off, how effortlessly, how efficiently, how sharply you moved. Before he put the weight on, I was trying to do these jumping jacks. I was getting winded. But then he put the weights on and I stayed with it and I did it and it was hard and it was laborious. And then at one point, I was able to do it with the weights on. And then he took the weights off. And I was sharper and I was cleaner and I was faster and I was more efficient. And I had less tension and less stress. I was doing it. When the creator begins to remove those barriers, y'all, there were times when I was just giving and doing. Ashe. Yes, put them weights on, sis. There was times when I was doing external motivation. Remember, we talked about that earlier. I'm doing what others are needing me to do, wanting me to do. And the creator is not allowing me to get my car. I'm trying to get this car. It doesn't come through. I'm trying to go and get this. I can't. The progress isn't happening. Why are there some seasons when everything is happening and some seasons when nothing is happening? Because the creator is saying that there is something happening. There's something happening. So in that season, what's happening here is going to reflect what I need to be happening here. There were times, listen, I was in a relationship, toxic relationship. Knew it was toxic. Holding on, just being stubborn old Aquarius, thinking I can fix everything, make everything work. I can do better. I can make things better. We can make things. New. Remember I told you about listening to that internal when it said it's time. I didn't listen to the time. I ignored my time. I didn't trust my pace. I'm going to lectures. I'm listening to the mamas. I'm listening to Mama Baruti talk about endurance and growing old. And I'm saying, maybe this is my time to be submissive. This is my time to tune in, to endure. My time not to give up. Inside telling me this ain't the one to go to all the extra miles with. But I'm listening externally. I'm wanting what I'm hearing. Right? But my blessings are being blocked. Literally, my car is getting totaled. This person, my car is getting totaled. I'm getting tickets. It's like, what is happening? As soon as I listen and I release and I decide this isn't my time to be the devoted wife. This isn't the time to do that. This is not the time to wake up and maturize yourself. This is not the situation for it. And as soon as I said, you know what? Remember we talked about let be. I will be done. Let it go. Get my car. My car comes straight through. The car works. The car has no issues. This is just a practical example, real life example of what happens when we know, or how we know when the creator is saying go. Now go. Go after it now. I've removed the people that are going to hurt you. I removed the people that are going to exploit you. I removed the people that are going to take. And I'm saying, like I said, we look back at the Michael Jacksons and the Whitney Houston. We look back at these circumstances, even some of our personal greats and the Malcolm X's, and we look back at when was there an external pace being forced? Were there external expectations saying now, 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 do, when you weren't mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally prepared? It's not your time for that. I'm preparing you. Y'all, some of us want to rush through the prep. It's not pretty. It's painful. It's not comfortable. It's not all what we want it to be. We want to just rush through it. Instead of being in peace with your pace, I declare myself in faith. With my pace, I won't move till the Creator tells me it's good and safe to move. I won't stop until the Creator tells me it's time to stop. I won't, because I don't know what He needs me to get out of this. You don't know. You didn't write my story. The next time this external entity, energy, circumstance, people, persons, groups is pushing you to ignore, it should, by this time you should have read this many books, or by that time you should have had this many children, or you should have been all these things that shoulda, woulda, coulda. Listen, you didn't write my story. You're not the author. I am in faith with my pace. When I am in conflict, which way should I go? What should I try? Oh my gosh, y'all, I have gotten so good with just saying pause. Let me feel this out first. I can think. I'm not going to fear it out. I'm going to feel it out because I have let my fears run. Well, what if this is your opportunity? What if you say no, you don't get another chance? What if you can't? You got to do it now. You got to take it now. Say yes now. Answer now. Do now. I am declare myself in faith with my pace, what the Creator has for me. Ooh, did I learn that in this season? I don't care how you try to take it away. I don't care who is trying to take it away. I don't care why they trying to take it away. Guess what they can't do? Can't take it away. I'm in this season not because you run anything around me, but because the Creator wants me to sit in this season and understand what running I need to be doing. I'm in this season not because you are in control of anything around me. I'm in this season because the Creator is in control. Sis, King, beloved, you in your season because the Creator is in control. You are being slowed down because the Creator is working it out. You are being pushed forward because the Creator has prepared. You are exercising your faith because the Creator has delivered, has shown, is capable, is worthy. When the Creator begins to open the doors for you that you have been working so hard. Yeah, I'm just calling from such and such. I saw your name on a such and such, and I just wanted to say, hey, we got this opportunity in this space. And wait a minute. Did the Creator just open a door? But we'll have the Creator open a door and we'll still be in a sit still season. Well, I'm afraid because Creator had me sitting still last season, had me slow and steady, moving like not fast and ready, right? And I need to know when I've transitioned into fast and ready. And we'll be still sitting in fear. We'll still be sitting in anxiety. But now my thing is, if the doors are opening and the blessings are falling and the things are happening, the Creator is telling me, and it's not just the external signs, guys. It's a conversation inside that says, now. Yep. Go on tour now. Call that person now. Now. Yes, take that test now. Try again now. Start your process now. But Creator, I've tried 20 times to start this. Every time there's a distraction and you had the wrong people around you. You came with the wrong intention. You wanted it for the wrong reasons. You had the wrong energy. I'm saying I've removed those things. I've revised those things. I've refurbished your life. Now you have the circle you need to grow and be without being sucked on, leached on by the world or destroyed or turned against your own talents and love and desires. Now you won't be disappointed. Now you won't get traumatized. Now you won't be destroyed. Now, trust now. And I got this person I just can't get out of my head. All of a sudden I can't, because the creator is saying now. I got this job. They done called me 3 times. The creator is saying now. Now. Now you move. Now you take the risk. Now you take the offer. But it's got to be communicated. You have to be in faith with your pace. And we step out there like, creator, is it, oh my gosh, is this happening for me? Is this my space now? Is this my time now? I was watching an interview with Rihanna the other day, and I think I brought this up. I was watching her interview with Rihanna a little bit ago, and she was talking about how she is in one of the greatest seasons of her life, how she has worked so hard at Fendi and the makeup and the brands and the music, and now, excuse me, she talked about getting these Grammys or performing at the Super Bowl and having her second baby and being a mom and finding true love and being in love like she's never been in before. And she's just like, this has been the greatest time of my life. I don't know what's happened. But trust, to get where she got, the creator took her. We remember Chris Brown and Rihanna, right? We remember Rihanna being compared and coming up, and who is this and who is she being compared to Ciara and Beyonce. And we remember this, not this season, Rihanna. And I'm not looking for, who remembers that interview? I'm not looking for a husband or children right now. When it comes to me, what did one of the interviewers asked her, Rihanna, what are you looking for in love? And she said, I'm not looking for love. I'm looking for myself. I'm looking to grow my company. She was younger. She was where she was supposed to be. But look at her now, glowing, happy, in love. You know what I'm saying is, before the creator said now, launch that now. Say yes to him. Take that test, that pregnancy test. Before the creator said that, there was some slow down, wait a minute. There was some just put some faith in it. There were moments. We have those moments. So we know when the creator is saying to us, slow down. Creator starts to slow things down. Creator starts to bizarre happenstance. It's so strange. I was just, why is this not? Creator is slowing it down. Removing people you thought were going to be there. Having people change up. And you just like, what's happening? Creator is slowing this down for you. Things not working out as quickly or as efficiently as you would like them to. Creator is just slowing this down for you. Now, then things pop off. Oh my God, all of a sudden I'm getting all these phone calls. Did you do all of these opportunities? And they want me to come speak here. And they want me to come do this there. And they're asking me if I would like to. But how do I know? Well, because the creator is popping it off for you. The creator have removed the weights. When you start to do what you were doing without the restraint, without the struggle, you are like, oh, look at me in my position. Look at me struggling to have taken place and trying to learn this and do this. And now I am. Oh my God. Look at me doing it, giving it less effort, less pain, less struggle, less frustration. Creator, remove the weights and you can do it better. Creator saying go. Creator, remove the blockages and you're capable of the motion. Creator saying go now. So then how do I know when the creator is saying? The creator told me when to slow down, learn myself, sit with myself, be in the season, observe what's happening, take in. This is my sponge season. Then the creator said, go ahead, give it your best bet. The creator said, this is my ring it out season. Go ahead, do your thing. Do what you came here to do. Be you. The creator told me to go. Be great. How do I know when the creator is saying, now let it be? When we get into seasons, when the creator is saying, you have done your part, you have learned, you have grown, you have acquired, and now I want you to let it be. I want to use the example of, y'all know I like my metaphors and examples and things. I am an educator at heart. When let's say you're looking for love. You went through your seasons of loneliness and singleness, and you learned more about what you like and you don't like, and you picked up skills like working out, and you picked up skills like you learned how to fix things around you. You turned into yourself. Okay, you learned and you liked yourself, and That was your sit still season. That was the slow it down. Do this with yourself. Then creator give you what you want. All of a sudden you go, you meet this stranger, this perfect stranger, this incredible stranger, and you love this stranger, and you guys have everything in common, and because of who you've grown into in your time with self, you know yourself, you know how to deliver yourself, you know how to seek for self and give to self and love for self and speak for self. Beautiful thing. This is your go get 'em season. This is when the creators say, go do it. Then there comes the joining together, and the becoming of this new person that you are because of the obedience you've had through other seasons. Now you're in a brand new season. And then there comes the stress of like weddings and planning families. And you're starting to feel like, oh my gosh, I did what I needed to do to become. I learned, I went to school, I took the courses, I did these things, and now I'm becoming. And then I started out as an amateur, and I was a first year resident, and now I'm a whole doctor. And now that I'm a doctor, I got this whole practice to run, and this is like, this is when you let it be. You asked me, so go back to my analogy of the relationship. Now you got this wedding, and you got these in-laws, and you got to put this budget together, and you're just like, oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know if this was the right decision. I don't know if I should be doing this. I don't know. I declare myself in faith with my pace. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. The Creator have shown me. The Creator have set me in class. The Creator have set me free. And now this is when I let the magic happen. This is when my faith, my pace perspective is in faith. And this is when I let it be. Well, now you're a doctor, and now you got your time in, and you're facing a challenge, or you're facing a struggle. It's the time to let this be, because it's come together. And now I'm facing challenge and conflict and worry in it. But this is my time. This is my time. I'm not running away from it. I'm not moving backwards. I'm not shutting it down. The Creator have brought me this far. So I must just need faith in what's happening. I must just need faith in what's taking place. This is when I take my hands off of it. This is when I know I've been obedient, and what the results of my obedience are going to manifest themselves. So I'm not going to lose my head over this wedding, or I'm not going to lose my head over this new position as a lead doctor, or this surgery, or this whatever that I'm taking care of. I'm not going to lose my mind over getting into the school, and now I'm in the school, and now I'm in this semester, and now I'm in this program. And I'm being asked to do this, and things aren't looking so cohesive as I asked for the dream, and the dream is looking a little different. The Creator is saying, this is when you let it be. Go ahead when it's falling apart, and walk yourself into the bathroom, or walk yourself into your office, or walk yourself into a sacred space with self to say, hey, I asked for this, and this is a lot. And it is taking turns as life does. And it is doing things that life does. And it is looking differently than what I planned. But as crazy and a little bit overwhelmed as I feel right now, I declare myself in faith with my pace. Meaning, when I was a grasshopper, when I was an amateur and I needed to learn more, know more, gain more, the Creator sat me down, slowed me down. I did that. When I was embarking on my journey and I was becoming, the Creator let me go free to try and become and do. I did that. And now the Creator is growing me. The Creator is showing me in another new circumstance and situation. I trust my pace here. I trust that I am still an expert. I trust that I still can learn and grow. But I also trust that all the work and all the deeds and all the energy and greatness I put into this are about to do what it does. This magic that I've been working on, that I've been putting together all the time, it's about to do what it was intended to do. So when you've done it all, and you're faced with the growing of it, you have to have knowing in your pace. You have to say, this is the time. And I'm trying to tell you, you got learning. You have to go. You have to tune in. The daily work with self is important, because if you take your hands off and let be in a season that is a working season, just like planting and harvesting, you got to know when to do what you need to do to reap what you need, to have what you need. So if you in a slow down season, speeding it up, you in a speed up season, slowing it down. We do that. Fear, pain, anxiety, external influence. We do it all the time. It's literally why we have the disappointment and the failures and the things that come about from time to time. But if we tune in, declare ourselves in faith with our pace, take time with self, take confidence and knowledge and faith with self, talk to the Creator about it. Where am I? Where am I right now? Am I where I should be, doing what I should be doing? Because they make me feel like she says, he does, but I need to tune into. I need to be in faith with my own pace. And I know that in that faith, I'll know when to say, thy will be done. I know when to say, Harmony, do that daggone thing. I know when to say, Harmony, be still. Let it chill. Learn. Listen. Listen. Focus. Watch. I love you all so very much. Thank you for joining me for this very moving Sunday moving moment. But I did need this moment with you. I do love you all so very much. I'm glad that we had this time together. Please get your registrations in for the Community Know Thyself workshop. We're all here for it, for the growth and the becoming and the development. The more we grow ourselves, the more we know ourselves, and the less we'll worry. Love you so much. The less we'll worry about our pace, the more faith we'll have in where we're going, and loving and having faith in our direction. I'll see you next week for another moment of harmony in my new home. I love you all. Be blessed.